Hello. How we doing? How we feeling? I'm gonna be honest, I am concerned. So we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Right off the bat, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So I guess we're gonna find out if I'm easily disturbed today or not. That's fun. Um, Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Also me. Fantastic. Okay, off to a great start. Um mm, okay. I don't want spoilers personally. I do have a general content warning that we can pin in chat. Um Yes, thank you so much for pinning that. I appreciate it. So this game does talk about some heavy stuff. It's important. Y'all know I love playing games, but I do like to give full-blown warnings before we hop into them. And for anybody who might stop in, I want to make sure everyone's aware what they are getting into. So the content warning that I found when doing a quick Google without spoilers of this game: depression, self harm, and suicide. So please take care of yourselves. Do not stay in a stream that's going to stress you out or bum you out or anything like that. As someone who's been dealing with depression, anxiety, a bunch of different mental health things for over half my life now, I am going to proceed with caution with this game. I'm gonna try and make it through the full 3 hours. If we need to end early for my own well-being, I do apologize, but we will know that this is not a game for me going forward. So I think those are some good content warnings. Um, and no, I think we're okay to go. Oh, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Well, now you're just making me nervous to play the game. Goddamn. I agree. I guess. Well, the music's very cutesy right off the bat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Settings. Is there anything I need to be made aware of in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Y'all will also have to let me know. I don't know what the music is sounding like right now in terms of like the balance between my voice and the music. So if it's too loud, let me know. That's so odd. I don't know why it keeps doing this with random things, because we know what I'm playing, and it's not that. That's very, very strange to me. Seems good, not too bad? Okay, well, if we need to go in at any time and change it, just let me know. Thank you for the hydration reminder, appreciate it. And thank you for the stretch. Okie dokie. I honestly think that the scariest thing already is the fact that I'm willingly going back into a high school setting. Like, oh no. Okay, let's get into it, I guess. Please enter your name. Okay. My name is Blake, which is luckily right here for me. Okay. We got my name. Oh, this is cute. Okay. I see you. Gotta have lots of water ready for while I'm reading. Hey! Hello? totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Okay? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Then why'd you call her annoying? Hold on, that's not nice. Okay, Sayori. I'm hoping I can keep up with like the names and stuff. I'm gonna do my best. If I fuck anything up, I apologize. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's fair. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of this crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, hi. Ha. I overslept again. Well, that's what alarm clocks are for. Are you setting 1 or 5? Like, believe me, I struggle to get up to alarm clocks. But when I need to get up, I get my ass up. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I mean, I was. That's mean, Blake. I'm sorry, but like, apparently I don't like you. Which I don't fully understand, but it's fine. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Okay. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Why is that actually kind of true for me, though? I struggle. I set a boundary and I feel like I'm being mean. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Blake, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. When did I tell you that? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Why would you don't blindly agree to things. Blindly agreeing to things never goes well for anybody. What the fuck? I am concerned. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. So, when I loaded up this game, it said like all characters are 18 or whatever. Why is she acting like I'm a fetus or a fresh-born baby that has developed no skills? You start learning how to socialize in preschool. If we're getting ready for college, then I should have some socializing skills. Listen, just because I don't want to socialize with you doesn't mean I don't know how to socialize. Also, being an introvert is fucking valid as an introvert. Like, we don't always want to be talking to everybody all the time. We like to close off and recharge our social battery a little bit. So we're more selective with when and how we socialize. Doesn't mean we can't do it. Okay, Sayori, I am concerned. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. But if I'm happy doing what I'm doing, then maybe leave me alone. See, this is the kind of thing I hate, and I know of examples off the top of my head, and y'all have probably dealt with this before, where someone says they care about a person's happiness, but it's only the way they think that person should be happy. So, like, in this situation, I'm good just chilling, like cruising along and doing my games and watching my anime or whatever. And I'm happy like that. She claims to care about my happiness, but I'm doing the thing that makes me happy. So I'm not being happy in the right way to her, which is very odd to me personally. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the fuck is a neat? Am I supposed to understand that? N-E-E-T. I don't know what neat means. I hope they explain that, otherwise, apparently she's worried I'm gonna become a neat. You trust me, right? I mean, I don't know so far. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. See, it's not even about my happiness, it's about her happiness and getting her to shut up. What? No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I mean... Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I'm already concerned. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I mean, I don't think she's carefree with the way she was just going at us for this, like, club thing. But yeah, sure, I guess we'll call her carefree. Until you think of a better word. I could think of a few. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, I guess I'm joining a club now? I don't fucking know. I mean, I like the art for this game. The art's very cute. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Hooray! After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Fucking mood, bro. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That makes sense. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Okay, maybe I just needed a minute. Goddamn. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. The club, she inherited the title Vice President. Why Vice President and not President? Like, if she started the club, or suggested the club, and was the first one to show interest in the club, why not President? Or, like, founder of the club. Like, you started it, but you don't have to be President, Vice President, whatever. You can just be the founder of said club. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. What is going on? So you promised a new member and now I have to be your hostage? What is this? Thank you for the hydration reminder, appreciate it. Oh boy. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I give it a solid 50-50, to be honest. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Okay, I guess I'm going to literature club. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay, that's kind of an iconic line, though. Not sold my soul for a cupcake. God fucking damn. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Hi, what's up? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Okay, you're just girl 1, you don't get a name? Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl 2, seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, damn, I don't like you right off the bat. Ah, Blake, what a nice surprise. I don't know if I'm supposed to know you, girl 3, I gotta be honest. Welcome to the club. As they're all just fucking staring at me. Okay, so far girl 1 and girl 3 seem kinda chill. I don't like girl 2. Right off the bat, she's like, ew, you brought a boy? Like, why don't you just say you're gonna get cooties? What is this? All words escaped me in this situation. 2 is mean. I didn't do anything to you. Like, this club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Goddamn, why is she already like all up in on my case? I didn't do anything. I'm just standing here. Natsuki. Oh, that's Natsuki? Okay, so not a big fan of Natsuki so far, because what the fuck? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Well, don't say that. I don't think she'll like being called small. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Thank you for the stretch. Also, hi Bean, thank you for lurking. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Apparently I know Monica. I don't know that I know Monica, but the game is telling me so I know her, so what's up? Hi. What's going on? I don't fucking know. It's great to see you again, Blake. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Blake. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Okay, Natsuki, relax. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I mean... I guess. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Oh god, is she gonna get offended that I didn't just, shove the whole cupcake in my face? She's already been on my case since the moment I stepped in the goddamn door. I'm concerned. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, because you're gonna rip my fucking eyes out. Thank you, Nasuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like you made the cupcakes? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. But you're still the one that made them, even if they weren't specifically for me. When someone provides you with a thing that they brought, you say thank you for bringing said thing I'm enjoying. Okay, that was kind of weird. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I don't really fucking care that much. Just don't rip my head off, please. I like my head attached to my body. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Maybe? I guess. Hey T, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Oh dear God, why is everybody so stressed out? I can feel the anxiety and I'm not even in the room. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I mean, getting harassed into coming? I was basically backed into a corner. I didn't want to come. I wanted to go to the anime club. But now I'm here, getting fucking weird death stares and stressing everybody out, apparently. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. What do I have to be embarrassed about? We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I don't know if I want to feel at home here. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Okay, so if Sayori came up with it and was the first one to be excited about it, what makes you president and her vice president? I have so many questions about the ranking system in this club. Okay, whatever. Sure, Monica's the president. Maybe because she's more popular? Are we falling into the whole popular people are in charge and get whatever the fuck they want thing? Okay. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? I thought... Am I following something wrong? Because I could have sworn that it was Sayori's idea. What? Okay. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Until it was me, apparently. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Blake, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh god, is she gonna say it's like not real literature or something? I feel like Natsuki's gonna deck me at some point in this game. I feel like I gotta be ready to duck or grab a fist or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get whacked. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change, I guess. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah, sure, that's just what I was thinking, obviously. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, now you're talking my stuff. Give me some good horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh no! Jesus. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I mean, sometimes the gentle characters are the psychopaths. you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Natsuki, no one asked you. Stop ruining my vibes. It seems like she just hates everything. Why is she here? Is she here just because you need numbers? Be so honest with me right now. She's not here because you enjoy her company, right? It's a numbers thing. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Should I just leave? I'm so confused. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Okay. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I mean, I agree. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Okay, then I don't know what you want from me. I'm trying to be social, I'm trying to connect, and it's all blowing up in my face. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, how do you know that if I don't even know about them? Ah, not a very confident writer yet? Thank you for the hydration reminder. I'm doing my best, and she's just not giving me anything to work with. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh dear God, she hated that suggestion. Monika's just out here like beep boop bopping everybody's buttons. Oh no. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Shit's fucking awkward. What am I doing here? Run away. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Okay, what's up? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, that's not the worst idea. I don't know if these two are gonna be into it, though. The silence is deafening. Yeah, let's do it. Sayori's the only one actually on board here. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Blake? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Not with all of them staring at me, oh no. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Blake, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. Oh no, not the guilt. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes would light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I feel like I'm probably gonna die. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Blake, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Probably not. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Masuki clean up their food. Hey Blake, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Oh boy. With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Masuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, goodness. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Well, I guess right now... Now I gotta think. So we don't like Sayori, which I know. I did not like Natsuki. Yuri was kind of cool. So I guess I should avoid anything, like, cutesy? Let's try, what if I just go tragedy right off the bat? Oh, you like that. Okay, it changes every time. I don't know what anyone likes. Dark? Oh, I think I'm gonna pick randomly and end up with things. Broken? Oh, she's liking all of my word choices. Okay, we might end up with Sayori on accident here. Fantasy! Okay, you didn't like that. Sensation? Okay, I'm learning. Unstable? Okay, Yuri likes that one. Not Boop. Maybe Grief? Okay, you like that. That makes you think. Philosophy? Hell yeah. Let's go with maybe music. I'm literally picking stuff and just seeing what happens right now. Master, intellectual. So intellectual. She likes that one. Hurt. Let's go horror. Let's go maybe whisper? I can't tell if that's her liking things because she just looks pissed the whole time. Maybe graveyard? Hell yeah. Secretive? Hell yeah, I'm learning things. Hopeless. Headphones. Headphones? Like, is that her liking things? Because the other two are jumping when I think they like stuff. Not sticky. Memories. Death, age, sugar, pain, laugh. Death? Jesus, I might get her on accident. Landscape? Okay, and frightening. Okay, I have no idea. Hi again, Blake. What's up, Monica? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Blake. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a committee for you. Of a commitment for you. Hello, committee? What? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Okay, Jesus. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay, I kinda love Monica for that. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Okay, so she liked that I was... Okay, I thought she was judging it, thinking it wasn't real. No, she's into it, so hearing that I liked it had her interest. Oh my goodness. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Blake always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hee hee. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Blake can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. She goes into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. They're so awkward. Holy fuck, I forgot how terrible high school is. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. She so did this intentionally and now she doesn't want to talk about it. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Blake? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Thank you for the stretch. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Not her apologizing for apologizing. See, I like her so far, but I'm also very nervous because I trust nothing. Like, I don't know. You know what? At this billionth apology, I think it's a good time for me to refill my water real fast. I forgot just how much water I drink when I'm like reading stuff out loud and like using my voice a lot. I don't know. I don't know which, or if all of these girls are gonna end up being weird. You know what I mean? Like, the whole point. So far, I think I did what I was setting out to do when it came to picking the words that would get me more of Yuri. Like, I think I did that. Not even really intentionally, because I don't know what I'm looking for, but I just know she likes fucking fantasy and horror and like stuff that makes you think. So I'm trying to keep those in mind. Okay, where were we before I refilled my water? Ah, yes, apologizing for apologizing. If that isn't the most me thing I've ever heard. I mean, I think she's gonna burst into fucking flames. She's just gonna straight up combust. Haha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I mean, my character seems really chill, like not really caring about like sharing. So that's good, I guess? Yeah, I don't know if I could... I have read, like, T and I have read at the same time, like on the couch or on bed and stuff. I think it's hard for me because I need to be able to focus. And for me, I pick up on every little sound. So, like, it's hard to do a lot of stuff. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Did I do good? I feel like I did good. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I also couldn't read side by side, like, quietly with someone. Like, one of us would have to be reading out loud, because I take, like, a long time to read. Like, I am a fairly slow reader, which I've talked about a bit on the channel before. It's something I do want to work on getting better at, because I feel like I can look at the words and read them in my head, or I can, like, work my mouth. So having to do both at the same time, I get, like, I trip over my own tongue while I'm trying to read out a simple fucking sentence, or my brain will, like, flip-flop the order of words, or it feels like my brain flips it, so then I read it again to make sure that I read it right the first time. I don't know. It's weird being a person. Yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. I think I did the good thing now that we're hanging out with Yuri more. I'm guessing. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Thank you. I try. I think I just have like old anxiety about reading out loud too, and so I like overthink it way more than I need to. I genuinely think my anxiety started back in school with the having to read out loud paragraphs from the textbook in class. That shit would stress me out, and I would literally like count the numbers of people like behind or ahead of me so that I could figure out which paragraph was mine and like practice reading it in my head first. Like, it was bad. But hey, I lived, so whatever. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh. Yeah, another thing. Didn't we write poems? Are we not talking about the poems we wrote? I thought that was part of this, for the next meeting. Or maybe that's just the game's way of breaking up in between games. In between days, not games, dear God. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Blake, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Oof. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh, poor Yuri. Monica came in and completely just cut her down. Oh, there it is. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Mental notes don't work for me. I need, hell, physical notes don't even work for me. I need, billboard notes reminding me of the shit I want to do. Or the shit I need to remember. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Seriously, like, that's what bookmarks are for. You can't just remember where you're at in the book on your own. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Yuri. I don't know if we're gonna get time to show everybody, but I want to show Yuri specifically. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Imagery? Metaphors? I did that? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Thank you for the hydration reminder. I appreciate it. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Shinizuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay, so now she's a little bit more open. I think I did something good. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, ghost under the light. The tendrils in my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, I will say, one tiny criticism, I wish this had an option to, like, change it into text, for the simple fact of sometimes swoopy letters can be a little bit harder to make out, but, okay, vibes. Oh, she's waiting for me to say something about her poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yuri, it just takes me a long time to read. Girl, chill. It's not you. My brain doesn't keep up with myself. It lags. Ah. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Blake. Really? I must have totally missed your point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You just told me I took too long reading it, and now you're telling me I glanced over it? Which one is it? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Blake. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, I get to do more. Maybe Monica next? I'm curious, they probably gave the girls all, like, different handwriting. Or maybe. I don't fucking know. Yeah, let's go with Monica next. Do I have to go through everybody? At first I was worried I didn't have time, and now I'm like, wait, are we going through everyone and doing this every time? Hi, Blake. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Blake. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Blake. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yeah, everyone keeps saying that, and now I'm wondering what I wrote, to be honest. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Fucking mood. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Fake it till you make it kind of thing. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, I like that one. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No problem, Monica. Okay. So far, I like Yuri and Monica seems kinda cool. I don't like Sayori or Nasuki, so these two are gonna be kinda rough. Well, considering I feel like Nasuki wants my head on a fucking platter, I'm gonna go Sayori first, probably. Yeah. Hi! Oh boy. Here we go. This is a good poem, Blake. Thank you. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to say anything else. I think you are the one that's gonna like what I write no matter what I write. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Blake. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, why is Sayori kind of how I would actually write a poem, though? Not the I want breakfast at the end. Okay, you know what? 10 out of 10. This is what you call peak poetry. Just doesn't get better. My favorite line's the I want breakfast. And that might be because I'm a little bit hungry, but it's fine. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Oof. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Hey, I liked her poem. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh my god, all day I want eggs and toast, bro. I might have to have eggs and toast in the nearby future. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I mean, listen. As a fellow food lover, girl after my own heart right now, and the fact that she's always sleeping in as someone who loves sleep, maybe I'm judging Sayori too harshly, because honestly, I think she's the most relatable one in this group so far. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, Nasuki, please be nice to me. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Goddamn, brutal? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? No, I very do not want to get smacked. I actually have a preference of being not smacked. Jesus. I'll pass. Sigh. Did she say sigh? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Thank you for the hydration reminder. Appreciate it. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Really? Mine didn't evoke any emotion and you're just listing what animals can do? Your problem sucks. 0 out of 10. Boo! Throw tomatoes at her. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Nah, that's a waste of tomatoes, and I like tomatoes. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. My character's such a fucking liar. That was horrible. What? Just be honest. I am. Liar! Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because. Ah, yes. Great argument. Great reasoning. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Okay, fine. Maybe her poem's a little less bad. Maybe it gets like a 2 out of 10. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. Yeah. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Okay, you didn't have to be such an asshole about it. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nasuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Jesus. Okay, we got through all the poems. Hooray. Seriously, she's talking about smacking me. Like, goddamn. Also, thank you for the hydration reminder. Especially with this game, that hydration reminders are very needed. So that I don't shrivel up and die. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Nasuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Nasuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nasuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Blake did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. I think Nasuki's gonna fucking explode. Like, I thought Yuri was gonna implode or combust earlier. I think Nasuki is gonna explode. She's gonna go boom and take us all down with her. Fuck. And Blake liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Blake appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No.
If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Jesus, shots fired. Can I, hide under a desk right now? I don't want to be in the middle of this. Yeah, no. Oh boy. Is everyone okay? No, send help. Call the police, call somebody, because I don't want to be here anymore. Can we go home? Monica, can we ding ding, tap tap, knock knock, whatever? Monica, can we maybe wrap up for the day before somebody gets punched? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Blake started showing up. Jesus. Nasuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Blake, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Blake. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Blake? Help, anybody. I waved the white flag. I give up, I surrender, get me out of here. I quit. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do right now? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... here's the thing. Yuri wasn't trying to be mean when she offered suggestions. Nasuki only offered suggestions back because she was getting defensive because Yuri offered them first. Yuri wasn't saying anything bad about her writing, and Nasuki is just kind of crapping all over the way Yuri writes. It's all supposed to just be the way you like writing. Everyone has their own style and preference and type and whatever. So it's fine that Nasuki likes to write all cutesy, and it's fine that Yuri likes to write all dark and fancy or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna side with... if I side with Yuri, is Nasuki gonna punch me in the throat? Yeah, I gotta go with Yuri. Sorry, Nasuki, but you're out of your goddamn fucking mind right now. Yeah, I gotta go, Yuri. Nasuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. That's exactly what I just watched happen. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Nasuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Nasuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Yeah, she's gonna explode and take down the whole fucking school. Help. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Well, that went well. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Why is everyone saying sigh instead of just sighing? See, here's the thing. While they were both originally reluctant to share, I think Natsuki is a little bit more... I don't know if insecure is the right word, but she's more sensitive to criticism. She's like more defensive about her writing, and so she can't take anyone's comments like the way they're actually intending it, and I think her brain like twists it to be a bad thing. Whereas Yuri has been writing for so long, and I think has found some stability in the way that she writes. And so she's a little bit more, like, she's got more even footing, and she's, like, got a sturdier foundation that she's on. I don't know. That whole thing was a mess. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Blake. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? You should, don't make her say it. Don't make her say it! Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Thank God, get me out of here. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Blake, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Blake, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. That was a mess. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Suki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Blake, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's debatable, Masuki. That's... Hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so we're back at the writing bit. What button do I have to hit to save? There we go. Okay, it does autosave too. Wonderful. So I'm gonna save there. I actually gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Thank you for the hydration reminder. I appreciate it. Okay. I will be right back, friends. We still got about an hour left in the stream. Hello, I have returned. Who is ready to write a poem? Oh, how far up does my history go? Okay, it goes a little bit. Okie dokie. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, so if I'm understanding this right, do we not? I don't see Monica down there at all. Okay, let's just see, I'm gonna go with extraordinary, maybe essence. Okay, she likes that. Maybe intellectual. Okay, see, I'm learning what Yuri likes. Maybe existent. Hell yeah. Gotta go fantasy, which she did not like. Interesting, she didn't like it, but Yuri's character didn't jump. Maybe journey? Hell yeah. Strategy. Philosophy is supposed to make you think, I think. I'm thinking about if philosophy is meant to make you think. What the hell is going on? Ah! Determination! Graveyard? Hell yeah. Whistle? She did not like that. Size. Okay, like that. I feel like she would like maybe ambient? Yes. Depression! I don't know. I should not. Hold on, time out. I did not mean to say depression and that happy, excited. I just meant like I relate to depression. I do not know why I reacted that way. Maybe heartbeat? Asuki's gonna kill me by the end of this, huh? Fireflies? Maybe sunset? Death! Eternity. She likes that one! Okay, and then maybe disoriented? Hell yeah, I think Yuri liked a lot of mine. Okay. I'm learning, we're going, it's fine. Easy peasy. Hopefully we'll try and get through this like next day and like going over everybody's poems, and hopefully that'll leave us at a good stopping point is kind of my goal right now. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Blake. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hee. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy snacks? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. Her bag's full of snacks, isn't it? I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ahahaha. Oh, she's broke. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Damn, Sayori got called out. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggled. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It seems like you were. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Blake to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Damn! Ah, did I didn't mean that! I got too absorbed into my book. Ha ha ha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hee hee. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Yeah, Sayori might be like a criminal mastermind, to be honest. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Sayori's such a little manipulator, I can't. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hehehe. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What? Oh no! Not the sound effect! Yeah. Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie! You just got smacked in the face with a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ah ha ha ha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha. Natsuki, got a free cookie, but also smacked in the face with it? You know what? That's actually very in character for everybody involved right now. The fucking chaos. That's so nice of you. She threw it at your face! I'm so happy. And Sayori's just like, cookie! And I'm like, she threw it. It smacked you in the face, girl. What are you doing? Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. I don't think hitting someone in the face with a cookie, even if you're giving them said cookie, is a super nice thing to do, but apparently that's just me. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. It's Nasuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Do I get a cookie? Ah, yours looks really good too, Nasuki. Can I try it? You have your own jumbo cookie and you still want part of hers? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Oh no. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Nasuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Nasuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Nasuki's cookie. Sayori, why? Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Nasuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. We're missing a president! Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? No. Is Monica good? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Oh, is Monica gonna be the obsessive one? Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a haha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hehe, that's true. Excuse me? Oh boy. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ahaha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I wish I could play an instrument. I don't have the attention span to learn. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Blake. Monica smiles sweetly. I feel like Monica's doing too much smiling sweetly to be believable, now that I think about it. Thank you for the hydration reminder, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if I trust Monica's whole cutesy thing. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ahaha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share one from Reggie. I see. In that case, best of luck. Then Monica starts playing like horror music on the piano. Complete shift change. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, just some cookie drama. Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri! Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Okay, what's up? Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Go ahead and make your tea, girl. You're good. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Huh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Damn! Yuri says shots fired. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Blake in club activities? Huh? God damn! My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Blake. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Damn! That was intense. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Blake, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? 'Cause it really wasn't that bad. Monica was sticking her nose in our business. We weren't doing anything wrong. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? I mean, you're not doing it on purpose. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Blake, I really like being friends with you. Ahaha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, water? Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. I must be doing something right because we're getting a lot of Yuri time. I don't know if I did that one, but thank you for the hydration reminder. It's hard to keep all the hydration straight in my brain. Blake, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. I mean, so far Yuri seems pretty chill. I think I like her. I'm reluctant to like anyone in this game. I'm nervous, but Yuri seems chill. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Blake. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Hooray for tea! Blake, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! That's totally what she was talking about, and not another thing that would make any teenage girl uncomfortable to bring up to a boy that she maybe kind of likes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh no! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Oh boy. So it's a little bit of a mess. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? You don't want chocolate? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. She's smart, using her noodle. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. I want chocolate too, damn. I'm gonna have to get chocolate soon. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did she not realize I was giving her chocolate? Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Blake? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, maybe talk to her about it first and ask if that's something she wanted you to do, because we didn't even have the green light for that. Ah, well, you were just helping. I didn't even know if you wanted chocolate. You're just shoving chocolate in your mouth. That's something that friends do. I do not think that friends feed each other chocolate like this, but if you say so. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. They're both so full of shit. I can't. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Isn't this the same girl that couldn't look at me 2 days ago? I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! The timing. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Blake, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. Damn, why do I feel like Monica very conveniently times her interruptions like that? Also, thank you for the stretch. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? You know what? Let's mix it up and go Sayori first. Because I liked how her poem was. I think her poem was my favorite. Then probably Monica, then Yuri, then Nasuki. Now that I know how this works and that we go through everybody. Okay, Sayori, what you got for me? What's up, girl? Give me more blunt poems. Ooh, I like this one, Blake. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hee. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Sayori's just along for the ride, bro, and I kind of appreciate it. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make it a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Blake. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Yeah, no problem. Oh, it's a lot longer. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all is done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Damn. Okay. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Kind of. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ahaha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, bye! Let's go Monica next. Hi again, Blake. Hi, Monica. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ahaha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Ahaha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. Why does it feel like she was trying to, make me think badly of Yuri? And I'm just like, I don't care, that's fine. And she's like, oh, I thought you would find that weirder than you do. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Ah, Blue, what's up? So far you've missed, let's see. There was a fight between, Yuri and what's-her-face that wants to rip my throat out. There's been fighting between the girls. There's been cookie drama. One of them got hit in the face with a cookie and then ate it. And I'm uncomfortable with everyone. But Yuri seems cool so far. I don't really trust Monica. I feel like Monica's up to some sketchy shit because she keeps interrupting every time I have a moment with Yuri. So yeah, what did you miss so far? I gotta be so honest, I don't really fucking know. That's kind of what's going on. Oh yeah, and I got manipulated into joining the literature club. Okay, Monica, what you got for me? Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm like 3 days in. We're on the second day of reading poems. So I'm only like 3 days in, I think. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty early on. Nothing weird or creepy has happened yet, like directly. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating wave forms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ha 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 ha. Every time she does this little stance, I don't trust it. There's evil behind those eyes, I know it. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. So everyone's calling it magic? To be honest, I just got into this game a couple days ago. Done 2 playthroughs so far. All I'll say is beware, stuff gets really the second round so messed up. Okay, well thank you for the heads up, I appreciate that. Everyone's calling writing magic today. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Ha ha ha. Oh, I don't trust her little laugh. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Not reminding me to save the game. Ahahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye, Monica. Nasuki! I don't like Nasuki. I feel like she wants to murder me. Nasuki has me stressed out. She's been beefing with me since the first day I stepped in this room. Okay, I guess we'll save the worst for last. What you got for me, Yuri? I like her. I hope she's chill. I don't know if any of them are chill, to be honest. I just know some weird shit happens. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Blake, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? I don't know, I'd just be guessing. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Blue, do you have a favorite character in the game? Yeah, all I'll say is no one's perfect in this game, so they're all out to get me. I'm doomed. Wait, do you have a favorite though? Like, who did you try and go for? Or did you just pick at random and see what happens? Like, I kind of picked at random, but I also was leaning towards Yuri. Sayori. Okay. She's innocent? I don't know about that. She was kind of giving obsessed in the beginning, but, you know, maybe I was wrong about her. I did say earlier that I think Sayori is the one I find the most relatable, between how much she oversleeps and how much she clearly loves food. As a fellow food lover, that's a girl after my heart a little bit. But yeah, it's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Aww. Yeah. Watch out for Yuri? Aw, no, I like Yuri so far. Oh, that's disappointing. Ooh, Blue, if you played this and you like visual novels, I have a game recommendation for you. It hasn't come out yet. It actually comes out, I believe, in October this year. But I have it on my Steam wishlist because I'm really excited at the concept. And it feels like this is almost giving like similar vibes in a way. But it's called Drops of Death. And each playthrough, I mean, sorry, you may have heard of it before, but I'm just excited to talk about it. And it's a visual novel with a bunch of romanceable characters. And on each playthrough, one of them's a killer. So you play through every time of, okay, are you gonna find the killer? Are you gonna bring the killer to justice? Are you gonna fall in love with them? Are you gonna die at their hands? And so far, I really love the concept of that game. Yeah, I got you. No worries. Yeah, it's, I believe, Drops of Death. Let me just double check that that is what I am referring to real quick, because I do not want to mislead you into something else. But yeah, like I said, it's a visual novel that's going to be coming out in October this year. And I am super excited when I get it. When it comes out, I'm gonna get it, and I plan on streaming it. Drops of Death? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yes! No problem, I got you. Thank you so much for the hydration reminder, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's called Drops of Death, and the thing I really love is the summary they have on Steam. And I was right about the release date being October 2025. But, a murder mystery visual novel with a romantic twist. The killer is randomly chosen at the start of each playthrough, and you may unknowingly fall in love with them. How will your story come to its end? Will you bring the killer to justice, fall in love with them, or die at their hands? I love that! That sounds like so much fun! I need that game to be out, like, now, bro. Okay, sorry, sidetracked. Let's get back into it. I wanted to try and get through all these poems, before I wrap up here in a little bit. Sorry, Yuri, what were you saying? Just being appreciated like this, I guess. I recommend doing more than one playthrough to learn all the secrets and different outcomes of different girls. Hell yeah, I can already see the replayability in this game, so that will probably happen over time. I don't see it being like an everyday stream, but maybe I'll pick like a stream a week where we'll do some of this and make some progress. Not Yuri not being used to being appreciated. Goddamn. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Who's laughing at you? Okay, trying to get with different girls affects the story. I like that, though. Also, if you're into visual novels, my absolute favorite game of all time, and I will put this in chat too, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called Our Life Beginnings and Always. And that is by far my favorite game to ever exist. It's super, super cute. It's nothing like this at all. It's very, you like grow up living with your next to your next door neighbor, and you like get to grow up together over the course of a couple summers. And so you start off being like fucking, what is it? You're like 8 years old, then I think you're 13, then you're 18, then you're 23 or something like that. No problem. I don't know if I've said it. I, within the last couple of years, have gotten into like visual novels. They're a lot more cutesy, sappy, sitting, kicking your feet at the character being adorable than this game is. But I always love me a good chance to recommend things. So I hope you try them out. I will mention that Our Life Beginnings and Always is out now. It's free. There are DLCs that you can buy, but you also can just hang out with Mr. Ocean Boy, Cove Holden, and just enjoy his soft sweetness. He's an adorable little dude. We love our Ocean Boy. I'm getting sidetracked again. I love yapping. Yuri, no one's gonna laugh at you. Relax. Do you really think that? Oh, and if you want a peek at the DLCs, there's no pressure, but I played through all of Our Life Beginnings and Always. I have it all up over on my YouTube channel, actually. That's Awkward Me in 2001. So if you wanted to get a look at the DLCs or get to know any of the other characters more before you consider making any purchases, I know that money can be tight for some people, which is one of the reasons I love bringing it up, is because I feel like the replayability with that is really good. Like I said, the main game is free. You don't have to buy the DLCs. I think it's some of the best money I've ever spent. You would think I made the game with how much I yap about it, to be honest. I can't talk highly enough of that. Also, you do not have to romance the characters in that. You can just be friends if you are more of a platonic type of person, or, like, I don't know a ton about everyone, you know, genders and sexualities and all that, but they are 3 dude love interests in that game. Also, the thing I love there is you get to customize your character as they grow up. So, like, if you're trans, your character can transition, or you can just start off being who you've always been. I found it as a non-binary person to be very, very healing for my inner child. Being able to interact in a world with friends and family that called me Blake from such a young age, it was just very good for me personally. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and get back to the game. We only have a couple minutes left. My bad. I be yapping. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Probably because the answer is yes. Like, I don't know. Usually people don't answer when they don't want to admit the truth to something, so I think she is worried about her friends laughing at her. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, Yuri, I love you, but I hate reading your fucking fancy scribbles. Okay, we're gonna do the best we can, and Yuri's poem is probably where we're gonna have to end it. The raccoon. I love raccoons! It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. Bred my hunger, curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon cremates its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Jesus, between my lack of being able to read and the swoopy writing, that became way more difficult for so many reasons. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. So much with the making fun of you and the laughing at you. Who is making fun of you? Who is laughing at you? Has Yuri been bullied before? I'm sensing some trauma. What is going on? Don't you have anything like that, Blake? Well, Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Blake. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, we actually have to save here real quick. We'll save, right? Oh, yeah, that works too. I don't fucking know. Y'all, it is actually time for me to wrap up for the night. Do we have anybody on that we want to raid? Let's check. If Sammy is on, then Sammy is who we shall raid. If Sammy is not on, thank you, I appreciate it. Let's double check for Sammy Bo. We love Sammy here. Okay. Looks like Sammy is still on right now. I don't know when she's gonna be wrapping up, but we're gonna go raid Sammy. Y'all, please, please, please show Sammy some love for me. I'll be over there hanging out for a bit as I unplug and try and relax. But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I hope y'all enjoy your Saturday tomorrow, and I will see you on Sunday for Superhero Sunday with more Batman Arkham City. I'm hyped. Much love to everybody, and as always, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves. It's hard being a person. You're doing the best you can. I am proud of you. And don't forget to live a life that pisses off a bigot. Bye, y'all.